Well, okay, I guess I'm live and I hope that I'm live. However, I tell you, working from the inside today because of the raining outside, I decided to have to do it inside to keep stuff from getting wet. So I am inside the studio today, my home studio, and I am broadcasting live. So hold on just a minute. Let me double check and I will see if I am live because I do have my other notebook in here and I will do this because I don't want to record this all over again. So please hang on, people, while I work through this difficulty here. Stand by. Hope everybody is getting ready for the Thanksgiving weekend. I am getting ready. Well, my wife is. I'm going to do the turkeys tomorrow, but it smells like food cooking here. And so just stand by. We will get to everything just shortly here. I just do want to check what's going on because I've done this before and it has not been uh, it has not been good. And I definitely did not want to play around with this too much longer. And so let's see what's going on here. Let's see. I should. Yep, I am online and I'm a few seconds behind. So, okay. So we will officially start now. This is Woody Collins with Congo Helping Hands, and I am live at last. At least I'm going to be talking live now. And so we will talk about COVID-19. We all know the numbers that we're here in the United States. We're surging, and hopefully that we don't have a surge, as Dr. Fauci said, a surge on top of a surge, with everybody going off to visit family and seeing everything seeing everyone over the Thanksgiving holidays. But what is it doing? What is COVID-19 doing in the Congo? Well, the current numbers are they've had 12,239 cases. That's right, 12, that's for the whole period since March, 12,239, and 328 deaths. 328 deaths, and that's the whole since March. And they've reported 11,343 people who have recovered. So that is nowhere near. We have those type of numbers every day. I think the last time I was looking at Indiana, we had 6,000 cases just for the day. So the Ministry of Health, he was saying that cases was increasing in Kinshasa, not in the other parts of the country. So the cases are increasing in Kinshasa, and it's probably due to what was reported probably a week ago that people are not taking it seriously anymore because the uh, they just don't see the numbers, they don't see the deaths, they don't see anything, so they're thinking, hey, this is not for real. But they are reporting a uptick in the number of cases. Also, the Ministry of Health say it's too early to say that it is a surge two going on. That they entering this spike that is the second surge going on. He's saying that it's too early to tell whether that is the case. But in his closing, he did remark that as long as foreigners keep coming to from Europe, the United States, in different places which have a high rate, that the rates will continue to go up. So what he is implying is that we are accidentally bringing all these the COVID-19 into the Congo. So that leads me to that's why they're testing at the airport. They're testing. You have to have a negative test to on the plane to Congo, and you have to be tested once you get to Congo. So you're being tested before. So there's two tests. Whatever country you're leaving from, if you're leaving from the United States, you got to do a test. And then once you arrive in Congo, you have to do another test right there at the airport. And on departure, you have to do the same thing. You have to take a test uh, before you depart the country. So there was an interesting case that came up of some basketball players who were visiting the Congo, and they were getting ready to go back somewhere in Africa to another sporting event, basketball tournament. And one of the players from Kenya, who happened to be one of the prime ministers uh, in Kenya, tested positive, and they would not let him on. And then the coaches alluded to that he had already had a test, you know, within a day or so that he was not that he wasn't positive, he was negative, and he just said he don't think that that was an accurate case, or that he don't understand why he went positive so fast. So you never can tell, as they've been saying here, just because you have a test one day, the next day you could be positive because the test did not pick up that you were already had the virus on you, and it was had time to replicate a while before it turned positive. So uh, we'll let it go at that, but it could be a case of the people in at the airport who tested him on his way out would did it wrong. I hope that you can do a test in town before you get to the airport, because there's no use of going to the airport if you uh, don't have a good test. So that also leads me to the story of another news story. Well, the Ukrainian soldier, he got infected on November 7th. They tested him on November 14th. He was positive. He went into isolation. 2 days later, they took him to a level 3 hospital with the UN, and then less than a week later, he was dead. So it happened pretty fast, and that was a Ukrainian soldier that was there with the peacekeeping operations. So, so maybe the Ministry of Health has something is correct that we foreigners are the ones who are messing up the Congo. And finally, the UNICEF, the UN Child Fund, Education Fund, they gave out 343 kits to schools in the Kananga area, Kasai Central, and they said, it contained thermal flashes. That's the guns that you temperature guns that you use to determine whether you got a temperature without doing it orally. Also included masks, buckets, wash basins, some exercise books, and other stuff to give to the schools to combat COVID-19. 343 schools Well, there's over 2,000 schools that needed this thing. So that's only a little over a third of the way, about a third of the way that they are supplied. So those other schools, they do not have adequate, things to protect them against COVID-19. And that's just the reality of Congo is the government, the internal government cannot provide those things, and so the people are at the mercy of doing it for themselves. Finally, on the treatment front, Congo is part of a 13 nation African nation consortium that's doing a clinical trial on some drugs to combat, help you with treatment in COVID, meaning to say it's not a prevention, it's a treatment. If you have it, it will help you to get, it would help you to get better, and it's only for mild cases and moderate cases of COVID. So that's good. So that means to say that if people with mild cases that can be given this medicine during the test trial, and hopefully that they will get improve a lot faster and not progress into anything worse. So as we continue to surge here and continue to travel and get ready for the Thanksgiving tomorrow, Congo is also, hovering along, and we will see what happens. There is no holiday in Congo, so there's nothing that's on the horizon that's going to bump this up until around Christmas, when they do celebrate Christmas. People go to church, the churches are crowded, and all those type things. So we will see what happened at that time, but that's still a month away. So as we continue to be safe, continue to be on guard here in the United States. Take care of yourself, take care of your families. Also, do your social distancing. Also, do your hand washing frequently, and also wear your mask so that we can get this COVID-19 pandemic under control. And then starting in January, we can start, they say as early as next month, start uh, distributing the vaccine so that people can be vaccinated against it. But we got a long ways to go, so take care of yourself. And finally, be blessed. And we will talk with you tomorrow on Thanksgiving. And don't know what I'm going to talk about on Thanksgiving, but we will see how that all works out. Okay. So goodbye. Take care. And thank everybody for coming on the live stream. And thank those for catching us on the rebroadcast. We did the rebroadcast to IGTV and also to LinkedIn. So catch us on one of those rebroadcasts, and you can always go to YouTube or Facebook and look up the this actual live stream there. So we will talk to you later. Take care now. Be safe.